Hi, welcome back. So, in today's video, I thought that I would just share with you what I've been up to recently on my new direction. And I'd like to show you my next painting, which I recently finished. But before I do that, yeah, I just want to explain where I am, what's been happening, and why I chose to paint what I did because it's quite an interesting story. It's been a journey. So basically, I've managed to get my orders down from 6 months to 10 weeks. I know I've worked my butt off since Christmas. Well, in the run up to Christmas, because I wanted to do as much as I could to give myself time to start this new direction because I'm completely new to painting. Um, like I've said in a previous video, I did it for GCSE art at secondary school and I did struggle. I am definitely more of a drawer, so this is all new to me. Um, but yeah, I've got my orders down and it's really nice actually. Not having such a huge waiting list because it does put a lot of pressure on me and like for years I've just had this huge waiting list and it's like a conveyor belt, and as much as I love it because I absolutely do, um it is like it is so much nicer just not having that pressure. And so um for those that don't know or they're new to hear or they haven't watched the previous set of videos, just to recap how I came to get on this new direction. So, in the run up to Christmas, um, I had this overwhelming feeling that, and I call it like the train coming towards me, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. And I don't know if it's good, I don't know if it's bad. I just know something's coming, and I've had this before, and um, it's I rack my brains over it. I'm just like, what is it? And so anyway, my guides are amazing. Okay, they honestly, because when they want me to do something, it's like they flip a switch on my back. And one day it was like, you need to go to your laptop and you need to dig out your old clairvoyant readings. And I've had quite a few. I've not been able to record all of them, but I had a good bunch of them and I sort of forgot about them. And it's like, you need to listen to all these. So I was like, right, okay. And it did take a while. But when I listened to them all, I realized that there was like a common theme. It kept cropping up. It was that you're not just going to be doing spirit portraits. You're going to be working with paints and large canvases, and you're going to inspire people, and they're going to love what you do, and they're going to want to buy them. And I just couldn't fathom it at the time because I'd always struggled at painting when when I had tried. I mean, it's different when you're a kid, right? I spent all my childhood just painting faces and stuff. Um, but it don't matter when you're a child, just having fun. But so yeah, and I would just shut it down. I'd just be like, "I'm not really interested in that. I just love what I'm doing. I just want to do my portraits." And so anyway, I mean, none of that is a coincidence. If your guides are repeatedly telling you in readings year on year that this is something you need to consider, then I've got to listen. And I believe my guides were trying to put me on this path like a good year ago, and I missed all the signs. I just didn't get it. And my guides must have been bashing their heads against the brick wall, going, Anna's just not getting it. And because what happened is yeah, like a year or so ago, my orders started slowing up and it dropped right down, and I was like, what's going on? And the more it went on, the more I was getting really worried and thinking my guides didn't want me to do spirit art anymore. which for me is huge, and my ego did a really big number on itself, and I got quite upset. So because I wasn't getting the signs, they were just like, oh, whatever, just give her back her waiting list. And literally in no time at all, I was back up to 6 months, and I was happy as a pig in poo. So anyway, um, so again, they've obviously had to nudge me, like massive nudge, this time, and I got it. They want me to go down this direction of creating paintings. Now, to start off with, what naturally came to me was to do the energies of the spirit animals, animal totems. So, yeah, the spirit of the peacock. That's my that's the painting I have just finished. Um, it took a long time to do. It was about 100 hours. Um, and before I show you, I would like to explain how and why, excuse me, I came to do the spirit of the peacock. Now, this goes back to again before Christmas when I ended up on this journey, and I kept seeing uh, peacock feathers and peacocks everywhere, and this is nuts. Like I've written a few down, I've documented a few, but this is just a few of what I could remember. There was just loads, and I want to read you this and explain it because it holds weight to what I'm trying to say, and also to show you that if you too are getting synchronicities over and over and over again, like right in your face, or you're seeing the same spirit animal or numbers or whatever, that's a sign, and you've got to like investigate it and go with it. So I'll just go straight in. So they kept talking about peacocks on the radio, like over weeks. It would like pop up in adverts and stuff, and I thought, right, okay. Um, then I said to my friend that I keep seeing peacocks everywhere. It's just nuts. And then she starts seeing peacocks everywhere, and she was doing some research, and like she sent me a screenshot, and it's like, look, it's all about peacocks. Um, then I was in a bar having a drink, and I look over, and not one but two paintings of peacocks were on the wall. So I thought, right, I'm going to get a shot of that. That's just weird. TV adverts, yeah, peacocks, loads of peacocks. TV programs such as Batch from Scratch and The UK Apprentice. I love that show. On two separate episodes, they have made reference to peacocks. Um, and then, yeah, Nikki Allen, the amazing medium in the UK, has a big YouTube channel. I love watching her, and she starts channeling the energy of the peacock, and then she's like, I don't know what it means. She said, can people put in the comments box what the spirit animal of the peacock is? And so people were putting, oh yes, transformation, rebirth, renewal. So I was like, oh, okay. And then like I'm on Facebook and Instagram and whatever, and all I'm seeing is people showing up their new paintings of peacocks that they've painted, and they all look amazing. And I'm like, okay, so, and not only that, video reels like on TikTok and Instagram, and it's them painting peacocks. It's like you just couldn't write it. Um, and then Dr. Linda Kramer, she was doing one of her lives, and she was pulling oracle cards, and one of them had a peacock in it, and she was explaining to her viewers about the, all about the peacock. And I'm just honestly, anyway, yeah, watching Amazon Prime. I'm watching a documentary about Karen Knight. She's quite a well-known medium in the UK, and she was doing a documentary about how she became to be a medium and how she works. And in several shots, she's wearing this peacock feather. It's either like an earring or it's in her hair. So I screenshotted that, and then So then here's where it starts to get a bit weird. So I thought, well, it's obvious that this is my spirit animal. And what better time to come when I am going through a transformation? I'm just like on this new path. Um, and so I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna get it tattooed onto my back. I love peacock feathers and they're everywhere. I'm just gonna to finish off my back design on my shoulders, I'm just gonna get those on. And I got it into my head by doing that maybe the synchronicities would slow up. I just got it into my head. Anyway, I did that, and no, these the synchronicities just got stronger and stronger. So yeah, the really weird bit. So um, I wasn't well recently. I It was going around. I had the flu. I was sick as a pig, and my friend, she's like, I'm going to do some remote healing for you. And during this healing she was giving, she like had this powerful, crazy ass experience, and she picked up on all these visions for me, and it was like she was tapping into my energy while she was sending this healing, and she couldn't wait to tell me. I won't go through all the ins and outs of exactly what happened and what she saw, but she said it's all about the phoenix. There was a phoenix with you, and it was really powerful, and this happened, and blah blah blah. And I was like, wow, okay, the phoenix. She said, did you realize that the peacock is the reincarnation of the phoenix? No, I didn't know that, but here we go again. It's like, that's insane. But it, I then had an epiphany. I remembered that last year I had a like a channeling session with a friend of mine from America. Her name's Holly Skelton. I hope I've said her surname correctly. But she is an amazing like healer, sensitive, light channeler. She's amazing. For anybody who wants to check her out because she's really gifted, I'll put her link in the description box. But yeah, so we were doing this channeling session, and she was talking all this light language, and she brought up the phoenix, and she was like, "Has this come into your awareness? Do you know anything about the phoenix?" And I'll be honest, I was just like, "No, I really don't." All I could think of was that now and again a phoenix will come through as a spirit animal or a power animal in one of my um, meditations for a client, and I will either draw it because I feel absolutely compelled to draw it and put it within the portrait, or I will write about it in the reading. But other than that, I was like, no, I really don't. And she was like, right, okay, and we just agreed to park it. So I'm thinking, oh my god, that's two people who have picked up on this phoenix energy. And then and then I got thinking, hang on a minute, because like sometimes I'm not the smartest card in the pack, but I've had lots of readings where spirit animals have come through, and they're all blessed with the gift of flight. So like I've had parrots come through. People have said you've got parrots and all sorts of things. I mean, ladybirds. I mean, it's a flying insect, and I absolutely adore ladybirds. Always have since a kid. And I mean, and that's got wings. So there's a theme here. So anyway, so I knew that I had to draw the spirit of the peacock, and yet the synchronicities still continue. I finished it recently, and I thought, oh well, that's that then. Maybe I won't see any more signs. And but no, literally, even this morning, I was listening to a podcast, and they mentioned how IANS, which is the International Institution of Near Death Studies, I love watching that. Um, they had a conference last year, and each year they have a theme, and it was only bloody about transformation, and it was held in Phoenix. So I just thought, oh my god, it's just never going to end. So um, so yeah, I will now show you. Okay. So yeah, this took roughly 100 hours. It's in acrylic, And you know, I'm pretty certain it's finished. The problem is like I'm a perfectionist. I'm a bit OCD with everything. So I've kind of just got to walk away and leave it as it is now. And yeah, I mean, there were good days with this and bad days with this. Um, so it's not showing up on the laptop as vibrant as it is. I really wish you could see it in the proper light. As you can see for this YouTube video, I've had to shut my blinds, but it's very, very vibrant. Um, at the end of this video, I could try and put up a screenshot so you can see it better. So I got an amazing response on my socials when I posted this. Honestly, I felt so blessed. And amazingly, I had several people asking, like, for prints. Like, I had one lady going, "Yeah, I'm going to buy that." And I was just like, "Oh, well, you can't buy it because I haven't even put it on my website. I'm all new to this. I don't even know how to really go about getting prints, or, is it affordable?" Because I don't have a scanner for large size canvases, so I need to approach a company to see if I can do that, which I am doing after this video. I'm due to go down to the printers. They specialize in this sort of thing, and they're going to take a look. So eventually, I hope to have that on my website for people to buy prints, and maybe one day I might sell the original. I've already started working on my certificates of authenticity, so you will get um, a proper certificate, so you know it's definitely from me, and it will be signed. So that's what you get. So yeah, well, sorry, I did write some notes because I didn't really want to forget anything. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the other reason why I feel like my spirit guides have put me on this path, not just to bring my waiting list down so that I can kind of relax a bit more, and it's less of a conveyor belt, but I have mentioned in previous videos that I suffer with chronic migraines. Um, I want to do a YouTube video on that eventually because I believe there is a link between psychic abilities and migraines and ailments in the body in general. Anybody who's, I guess you could say, a light worker or whatever, they will tell you that, you know, when you live at a high vibration, you get given gifts, but you also, it's like a double-edged sword. You also have to deal with the ailments that come with it. It's just like yeah, it's something that definitely needs to be explored more, and I want to do a YouTube video on that. But also the recent the recent discovery that I suffer with epilepsy, and I didn't know that I was having them. I know that sounds daft, but I just always assumed that epilepsy, because all I've ever grown up with is seeing on the telly where somebody convulses and they don't know what's happening. Yes, that's true, but there are lots of different types of epilepsy, and I didn't realise that I've been having them since a kid. I've been getting different types of epilepsy. I wasn't sure at the time whether they were spiritual or whether it was normal, so I never really said anything. Um, but yeah, so I'm going to do a YouTube video on that because apparently there is a link between spirituality and epilepsy, because some seizures are really, really pleasant and like euphoric and super beautiful, and then you have the not really nice ones. And yeah, I've been like researching this and talking to people who do find their epilepsy very, very spiritual. And during their seizures, they've been kind of like seeing visions and having premonitions which have come true. So oh my God, there's something definitely needs to be explored there. Something. So yeah, that'll be another video. And I would also like to do a video at some point on spirit animals, seeing as I've just drawn the spirit of the peacock, because yeah, it's not, sorry. Ugh, that's something I haven't touched on yet. And just like our spirit guides, spirit animals and totems are just as important and powerful. And yeah, just like my peacock, which is for rebirth, renewal, rising from the ashes, literally everything I've just gone through. Um, that I could talk about some of the more popular spirit animals. There are some rare ones. There are some rare ones like, I don't know, an ant or sloth, but then you've got the more popular ones that come through, like the lion. Um, so I could talk about those and explain a bit more, because I do channel spirit animals. I do draw them, and their energies are beautiful and just as powerful as spirit guides. It's all energy, right? Anyway, so I just want to make sure that I've covered everything. Um, yeah, I think I have. I'm sorry for babbling on my words and stuff. I still get really nervous doing these videos. Um, and yeah, so um, if you're interested in a spirit guide portrait, just go to my website. You can order the order drawing tab, or order a portrait tab. And if you are interested in purchasing the peacock, the spirit of the peacock, let me know, or just check back at my website soon. I hope to get it on there. Really sorry for whittering, and I'll speak to you all soon. Okay.